Hello and welcome to my channel. It's Jess with Love to Plan with Jess, and today we're setting up my 2025 reading journal. I feel like this time of year is so exciting, setting up all of our new planners and journals and everything. And I have a 2025 planner lineup and setup video already posted on my channel. If you have not seen that video yet, go check that out after you watch this one. It shows all of the different planners that I'm using and how I set them up for the year. But in this video, we are going to set my reading journal up, and I wanted to do this one separately from my 2025 planner lineup and setup video because this one is going to take some time. I have a feeling even as a standalone video, this is going to be rather long. You probably know already how long it is because you saw before you clicked on it. But I do have a feeling that it's going to be on the longer side. So I have two planners / journals here on my desk. I have this one. This is a Kelva Plan reading journal. I was gifted this at the Chicago Planner Conference. So going to take basically the cover and the discs from here. And then I have a Happy Plans and Notes, and we're going to take some of the guts out of here. And then I created some pages on my computer that I'm going to add, and then we're going to just create some pages with blank like filler paper together. So let's get started. The first thing I think I'm going to do is just take everything out of here that I'm not going to use, which is basically everything other than this cover page and then maybe a couple of the pages in the back. So this bookmark is super cute, and we might use this bookmark in the journal, but I'm going to take it out for now. Definitely want to keep this cover page. I really like this, and I will put my name here. Now on the back side of the cover page, there is a 100 book challenge, and I love this because you print tiny little book covers and put them on here. My goal for this year though is 75. So I don't know, maybe I'll cross this off and like black out the like 25 of these little covers. I don't know. I'm still undecided if I'm going to use this or not, but we're going to keep it in here for now. There are these weekly reading trackers, and the way that I utilize my reading journal, I don't like touch it every day. I don't go into my reading journal every day. Honestly, I probably only go in there a couple of times a month. So it's not practical for me to have a weekly reading journal. So we're going to take those pages out. And these filler paper pages are super cute. They have these little books on the side and some dot grid. And so I'm going to keep a few of these in here because I think that they are super cute. So we're going to keep a few of them in here. And then in the back, there are some quotes and some really cute stickers. And I think that I want to, there's some boxes too. So I'm going to leave these in the journal so that I can kind of pull through them throughout the year. All right, so that is what is staying in this journal. Now we're going to add the guts from this Happy Plans and Notes. So in the Happy Plans and Notes, this is the page that I used as my cover page last year. I just kind of created my own. I can show you. So this is what I did last year. I think it's really pretty. So I may do something like that again this year. I don't know. It's probably silly to have two cover pages, but I thought that this came out really pretty. And so I might want to do that this year. So for now, we're going to just leave this blank. And then if I decide that I want to make it pretty later, we can do that. Next, we have these like calendar pages, and I use these to track the books that I read. I will write on here the day that I start the book and then draw an arrow to show how long it took to read that book. So we're going to use those pages. And then we come to our currently and monthly pages. And on the currently page, I will print out book covers for the books that I read, and then I'll have some boxes for some stats and then decorate. So we're going to use these January through December. I'm just going to pull out those pages that we're going to use. Now the rest of this Happy Plans and Notes is just filler paper, so I'm just going to keep this on my bookshelf and I can pull from it when I need to. So let's add these pages in now. So like I mentioned, I'm kind of a little undecided about this 100 book challenge, and I'm not sure if I'm going to create us like a second cover page here. If I don't, I may end up just kind of gluing these pages together. We'll see. But the first thing that we need to do is to add the months in for these pages, because this came undated. I feel like last year when I purchased one of these, it had the months on the top, but this one doesn't. So I have a Happy Planner Dates and Holidays sticker book, and there are some months in here that are just like these ones, just plain small black months, and we're going to put these at the top. And I feel like they're gonna fit really nicely up there at the top. All right, I have all of the months in up there at the top. So now we have our calendar here. And now we can bring in these currently and monthly pages. Now I do have these on these mini discs that came with this reading journal, and I feel like they're going to be big enough, but I don't know. We might need to change this to classic size discs. Let's see. Maybe not. We might be able to get away with keeping these smaller discs on. I really like to use mini discs when I can, just because, I don't know, I like kind of the smaller profile when it's on those small discs, if I don't have that many pages to put in. I also feel like it like looks kind of funny when you don't have very many pages on like classic size discs. Okay, so we have all of the currently and monthly pages in. Now I'm going to put in a divider. So I have this divider. This came from a notebook. It's actually the cover that I was using for my 2024 reading journal. This one, and this was a notebook from the Happy Planner, and it had these dividers in it. So I'm reusing the dividers that I used for 2024. So in this first section, we're going to put my book review pages. And these are pages that I just created on my computer and printed them out. And there are several like shops that sell these types of pages, like on Etsy shops and things like that. So I created my own. This has the title of the book, the author, the genre, the pages, like number of pages in the book, my rating out of 5 stars, and a favorite quote. And this box is where I will put a picture of the book cover. And I have an example of one that I had printed. So these are just printed on sticker paper, and I just put those in the journal. Okay, so we have all of those pages, and I will add to them as we go, but I have enough to kind of get myself started. Now we're going to take a second divider here, and in this section, it's going to have all of my like trackers and things. So I created a bunch of these on my computer also. So this is my star ratings, and I didn't have this in my reading journal in 2024. And I thought that it would be great to have. I have seen other people do this where you have your 5 stars, and next to it you write what a 5-star rating is to you. So if you are going to rate a book and you're not sure how to rate it, you can refer to this. So actually, let's go ahead and fill this out before we put it in the journal. So let me get I'm going to use my Moji 0.38 pen because I'm not a fan of my writing. I know I've said that several times on my channel before, but I feel like the thinner pens, I like a little bit better. I feel like it's a little neater. So for a 5-star rating for me, this means that I loved it and I couldn't put it down. So that's what I'm going to write here. Okay, for a 4-star rating, to me, that means it was a great book and I highly recommend it. Maybe I'll put loved it, couldn't put it down, definitely recommend, I guess. Okay, and then for the 4 stars, great book, highly recommend. For 3 stars, I put meh, liked it, but didn't love it. So we're going to write meh. For 2 stars, I wrote not for me, didn't like it. And for 1 star, so I actually don't think that I've ever DNF'd a book. And I think that it's just like my personality that I just can't like give up on a book, even if I'm like struggling to finish it. I'm going to try and change that in 2025. If there's a book that I really don't like, I am going to try and DNF it. But for a 1 star, it's going to either be hard to finish or DNF. All right, so we have my star ratings. Let's put just a couple florals on here to make it pretty. I have Reading Basics by Kelva Plan, and I thought that this would be an appropriate book to use. Let's just maybe put like some of these florals in here. And let's take some of these like book stacks and tea. I love this one with a cup of tea. I'm a big time tea drinker. And we can take another like book stack here. Definitely don't want to, take too much time decorating this. This is just going to kind of be for fun. Let's put these over here. I'm going to put this right here, and then maybe we can get a couple of like book quotes. That would be fun. I'll take a couple of these florals maybe. I'm not sure. Let's take a look at the book quotes that are in here. Let's take I'd rather be reading. And bookmarks are for quitters. That's funny. So put I'd rather be reading here, and we can do bookmarks are for quitters here, and then maybe we can put something else pretty right here. How about this little book stack? All right, so we made this page pretty and we have my star rating. So let's put this into my journal. Okay, the next page that I have, actually, before I put that in here, let's pull that back out again. The next pages that we're going to put in here are going to be my bookshelf. And this is Reading 75 Books. This is something else that I created on my computer, but something that you could probably find like similar on Etsy. So this is going to be my bookshelf, and I'm going to adhere this page to the back of this one. So this is the My Star Ratings, and I'm going to just take my tape runner, and we're going to adhere these 2 pages together. So these pages are both pages that I like printed from my computer and cut and punched myself. So they're not exactly the same size. What I'm doing is just lining up the punches here and laying it down, and I think that that looks pretty good. Okay, so we have my star ratings, my Reading 75 books, and then the next page that's going to go in here is going to be my book of the month. So this is something that I didn't do last year, but I thought that it would be fun to have, to pick my favorite book of the month and put it here. And then at the end of the year, I could see all of my favorites. These boxes I created to be the same size as the ones that are in that, like the rating pages earlier, so that all I have to do is like print 2 of the one that's my favorite, and I don't have to resize it or anything. So I made those the same size. So I'm going to adhere these two pages together, kind of do the same thing so that when you flip them, you don't have that blank page in between. And I'm going to just do the same thing, where I'm going to take the punches and line those up and then lay the page down. Just like that. All right, now the rest of the pages don't need to be like adhered together, so we can start adding these in. Okay, so we have the My Star ratings. I have my reading 75 books. Now, part of me kind of wants to add some florals down here at the bottom, but maybe we will do that. We'll see. And then book of the month. So here I do need to add in the months, and I guess we can use these again. There are some bigger like months of the year, and they're kind of a little more colorful. So let's do these. I think I like these like turquoise ones. So I'm going to just add these in on top of each box. So we have December. Well, these are a little bit bigger than the box, but I think that's fine. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Is that how I want to do it? Or do we want to go all the way across this way? I think I want it to go this way, so it's January, February, March, April, May, June, and then starts. I think that makes the most sense to me. So I'll put November. All right, we have that all labeled. This is going to be my book of the month. Next, I have a reading A to Z challenge. So here I will write the book title that begins with each letter of the alphabet. So I have not yet ever completed one of these reading A to Z challenges. Oh no, this says 2024 because I reprinted this from last year. Let me just I have 2025 stickers. So instead of having to reprint this, I think I'm just going to pop in a 2025 label. Let me go grab one. So date it 2.0, I'm going to just take this 2025 label. The font is very similar, I think. And we're just going to cover that up. Okay, now you'll never know that that had the wrong year printed on it. Okay, next is going to be a book bingo. So book bingo is something that I didn't do last year either and thought that it would be really fun. So I have 24 different like book bingo challenges, I guess you would call them. I have a free space in the middle. I guess I can go ahead and read them. So the first one is author that begins with the letter J. My name is Jess, and so I figured that I would use J as the letter for the author. A new to me author, a book based on a true story. This one is just reading outside. That'll probably be pretty easy to do. A book with a purple cover. Purple is my favorite color, so that's why I chose that. Reading by the fire. Reading a book that was turned into a movie. A book that was set in the past. A book that was set in the summer. A book with more than 500 pages. That one might be a little challenging for me. Read a book in a day. Read a 2025 release. This is my free space. A book that was published in my birth month. I was born in May. That's when my birthday is. So it would be a book in May. A book set in the future. A book that made me gasp out loud. So I think there's only been like one or two times when I'm reading and I've actually like audibly gasped. A book that made me laugh out loud. There have been several books that have made me laugh out loud. A book with one word in the title. First book in a series, a recommendation from a friend, a book with a number in the title, a book with a color in the title, a female author, a book set in a different country, and a book that made me cry. So we have our book bingo. Okay, and now I have 2 more pages that I want to create, but these are going to be just like blank sheets of paper. I have one that I want to do books and pages. So I did this last year, and I just put 12 boxes, one for each month of the year, and in it I wrote the number of books and the number of pages that I read. The second one is going to be 2025 stats. So this is something new for this year that I didn't do last year. And I thought that it would be fun to just have like overall statistics for 2025. So the first thing that I'm going to do is title this page. And I think I looked ahead of time and I have enough of the letters left in this font set to spell out books and pages. So we are going to just put these letters on my ruler. Now I'm trying to decide if I want it to go books and pages. I think so. So let's take the letters for and. Okay, so let's just put here books and then we will do pages. And I might, since we have the numbers here, I think we'll put 2025, but maybe we'll put it just kind of like down here at the bottom. So let's take 2025. Actually, let's get all of the boxes and everything on here first, and then I will figure out where I want to put 2025. Okay, so I'm going to use hexagons for the for my 12 boxes here. So I'm just going to take 12 of these hexagons, and I guess we'll just start them like right here. I haven't really mapped this out at all, so I don't know how these are going to fit. I'm going to leave a tiny space in between each one. Three. Ooh. So I want to like make a pattern with these hexagons. I don't really want them to be like together in a clump. So I'm sort of trying to make a fun like pattern here without them being all like clumped together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think this one's a little crooked. With hexagons, I feel like it's super obvious when you have one down crooked, because then all of the surrounding ones look crooked. Okay, one more, and I guess let's put that right here. All right, I think that that looks cute, and we are going to label these. I have this from Kelva Data Basics Volume 2, and I thought that we would use some of these like colorful dates, but I want to maybe put some florals down here. So let's figure out which florals we're going to use before I choose a color for the months of the year. Book Babe from Live Love Posh. That's kind of another appropriate book to use, I think, here. And I'm just going to take a couple of these like bookshelves. So we have this one. And I can fit it. Oh gosh, that is going down right there. Kind of went down without my permission, but I think that that's okay. So I'm just going to trim off here and here. And then the sticker is going a little bit into this hexagon, mostly just the clear part, but it's kind of dulling that hexagon a little bit. So let's just get rid of that piece. Okay, and then we can take another one of these book stacks. How about this one? I'll put it over here. And let's see. I think we can fit this one up here. And maybe this one over here. Okay, I think that looks cute. Now we can take a look at these months of the year, and I think those purple ones would be good. We could do the purple or the green. Should we do green since there's so much purple on the page already? Let's see, which one do we think would look better? I think the purple looks better. So I'm going to need to trim off like the extra clear part of these stickers. So I'm going to trim that excess part off, and then we're going to just put the month right here in the hexagon, and I'm going to go ahead and do that for all the months of the year. The months are in. It looks so cute. Now let's put this 2025. I want it to go right here, but I'm going to have to really squish. So we're going to put this, I'm going to just trim off as much of this white as I can, just so that we can get it right next to that punch. 2, and 0, 2, 5. All right, this page is done. I think it's adorable. Really happy with how this one turned out. All right, next we're going to do my 2025 stats page, and then we will be done. This is a little bit crooked or too low or something. There, that's better. All right, now let's do my 2025 stats page. So we're going to need another like 2025 numbers, and then we need to be able to spell out stats, and S's are a little hard to come by. Oh, we do have 2 S's here, so maybe we can use this font. We have S's in this font too. I think we're going to use this one. So I'm just going to put stats on the top and then 2025 next to it. So this is just a 4-letter word. I am going to attempt to just space this out without using my ruler. We'll see how I do. I already think that that's kind of crooked, but And I don't think that this is going to be centered either. Oh man. Okay, yeah, it's definitely not going to be centered. So let's move these over a little bit. All right, I think that that is good enough. It's not totally centered, but I think that it's close enough. And then we can take these numbers here. To sticker 2025. And I'm just going to put this like right here. Now, I only have, as of right now, 4 different stats to track. One of them is going to be the number of pages read, the number of books read, the number of 5-star ratings, and then the number of hours read. But I think I'm going to put 5 boxes on here just in case I come up with something else, you know, throughout the year or, you know, between now and the beginning of January that I want to track. So let's go ahead and stick with the black shapes. I'm kind of leaning towards circles. Or we could do these fun things. These are kind of fun. And I feel like I don't really use these very often, and we can sort of mix up like the sizes of them. So let's do... I said we want to put 5 on the page, right? So let's just put 1 there. Let's do 1 here. 1 here. And then this one here, and then this one here. All right, that's cute. Should we add in another one right here? Okay, let's add in another one, and hopefully I can come up with 2 more statistics that I want to track. Where did that book babe sticker book go? We can spruce this up again just because I feel like it's all black and very, I don't want to say boring, but you know, kind of dull here. So let's take this one. I think if we move this over and we go into the punch a little bit with that sticker, I don't know how easy this is going to be to move. That's not going to be easy to move at all. Let's see if I can just lift this part up and we can just sneak that sticker underneath it. All right. Okay, that is cute. Put a little butterfly over there. Have another one, maybe here. It's kind of random, but I don't hate that. Let's see. Kind of like this jar with these flowers. It's pretty. And that might be good. How about a teapot? All right, this page came out really cute too. Let's put everything together. And you guys, I think that we are done creating my reading journal. Let me get my We Are Memory Keepers punch to punch these holes. So if you've seen my videos, you probably know that I typically forget to do this part on camera. And the only reason that I remembered to do it on camera is because we actually are going to be putting this back into my reading journal right now. And I knew that I wouldn't be able to put it back in there without those holes punched. All right, now let's put these at the end, and then we will flip through the whole reading journal. At the end of all of these like tracker pages, I do have one more divider, and that's going to just kind of section off those tracker pages from just these plain dot grid pages with these like stickers. Oh, we had these quotes that I could have used in those spreads that we created. Oh well. All right, should we put my name here? Let's put my name here. I have that dated, this Alpha Basics book, and let's find, oh, we're gonna have a hard time finding S's. I already know. All right, I think we can do this one, and the font is a little on the smaller side, so we're gonna spell out Jessica instead of just Jess. So is this J? Yeah, it's supposed to go up here like this. Let's put it on the ruler because I have proven that I am terrible at spacing. So let's put these on the ruler. All right, and we have my name. Cute. Okay, so we have my reading journal cover, my name page. This is the 100 book challenge that I'm still undecided, and we have a blank page. If I decide I'm not going to use this, I may glue these pages together. We'll see. These pages I will use to mark when I start a book and how long it takes me to read the book. So we have the whole year for that. Then we start with my January currently page and my January monthly page. So we're going to go through the whole year. Then we have our first divider, and this is where I will put my star ratings on all of the books that I read, along with a printout of the cover. The next section has my star ratings with what each like star means to me. I think I'm going to color these in. Should we do it now on camera or not? Let's see if I can find, I feel like I want to do purple. Is this going to be a good purple? Yeah, I think so. So we're just going to color these in. Okay, we have our page with the different star ratings and kind of what those star ratings mean to me. Next, I have reading 75 books. I don't know if I explained this. This, I will write the book title in here. I will likely write the book title in here. I will definitely be coloring these books in as I read them. And I will color all of the books for the month in the same color. So when you're looking at it at the end of the year, you can see sort of how many books I read per month. So that's what my plan is for those bookshelves. Then I have my book of the month where I will print out a book cover for my favorite book each month. We have my reading A to Z challenge for 2025. We had to cover that 2024 up with that sticker. And here I will try and find a book that starts with each letter of the alphabet. We have book bingo, which is new this year, which I'm super excited to do. I have my books and pages and my stats. I didn't write in here what the stats would be. Should we do that? Maybe I won't write in them yet. I'll wait until I see if I can come up with some additional ones. But that is going to do it for my reading journal. I am really happy with how it turned out. Very excited to use it next year in 2025. I will likely be posting videos once a month that kind of shows the like recap of the previous month and the setup for the next month, and then filling in all of my like trackers and things. So you will see that on my channel, hopefully once a month. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, I would love if you would consider subscribing to my channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye.